Welcome. I am Doris and I work here at Tallinn University as a marketing senior specialist. First of all, where are we located? Tallinn University is located in Estonia, which is a really small country in Europe. Our neighboring countries are Russia and Latvia, and across the bay, Finland. Our area is only a bit more than 45,000 square kilometers. The capital city is Tallinn, so we are located in the capital. The population here is 1.3 million people. The currency is euro. We are the member of EU, Schengen area and NATO. The language that we speak here is Estonian, but Russian and English are also widely spoken here. What we're really proud of is that we are a e-society. Basically everything that can be done online. We have the Wi-Fi access almost everywhere, and what we're really proud of course, is that Skype was developed by Estonian engineers. Few facts about our university. Tallinn University was established in 2005. Actually, the history of the university dates back, but in 2005, different units that were in Tallinn were merged into one and named as Tallinn University. At the moment, we have approximately 7,600 students studying with us on bachelor's, master's and doctoral level, among whom around 900 are international students. This 900 makes up of the degree students and exchange students that we have here. We have about 850 full-time employees here and about 350 partner universities, which means when you come here to study and want to study a semester or a year abroad, you have variety of universities to choose from. Now we have 8 academic units at Tallinn University. 6 of them are located here in Tallinn and 2 are regional colleges a bit outside of Tallinn. Our university has a leading role in promoting and developing the intelligent lifestyle in Estonia. And as a result, we have directed our resources into 5 broad focus fields, which are education and innovation, cultural competences, society and open governance, digital and media culture, and healthy and sustainable lifestyle. We are the 3rd biggest public university here in Estonia, and where our main strengths lie on are in humanities and social sciences. What's interesting about the university that we have the longest traditions of teacher training, yet one of the most modern film and media schools side by side. Actually, at the moment, we are located in the film and media school in the television studio. We believe in individual approach to students and in innovation and interdisciplinarity. Today, our modern facilities include everything a student needs. Leisure areas, classrooms, computer classes, a study center, a gym, and even our own cinema hall. But now a bit more about the Baltic Film, Media, Arts and Communication School. BFM has about 1,100 students studying here each semester. Around 120 of them are from 40 different countries worldwide. BFM has a lot of partner universities in Europe and even in Asia. The approach BFM believes in is in learning by doing, which means when you come and study here, you will have a really practical approach to your studies. BFM is equipped with modern sound equipment, television equipment. We have here the TV studio, film studio, as I already mentioned, the cinema hall. We have here sound studios, editing rooms, everything a one student who is studying film, media, television needs. Now I will give the floor to my colleague Alessandro Nani, who will tell you more about cross-media in film and television.
Hello again, my name is Alessandro Nani, live broadcast, live problems, but live opportunities as well. I am here talking to you because I lead the study program Crossmedia in film and television. It is a BA program, it's a 3 years program, and it is fully taught in English. Now, Crossmedia in film and television is a study program that tries to strike the balance between a good theoretical understanding and practice, hands-on practice. We're doing something together. In fact, as your final graduation project, as your final graduation outcome, you will have a big cross-media project. This will not be the only assignment that you will do here. We will have a number of audiovisual projects that you will develop during your years of studies. And of course, you will have very good contact with the industry. As a matter of fact, some of the assignments will be, for example, for the national public broadcaster here in Estonia. So, but cross-media. What is cross-media in film and television? What is this new word? Well, cross-media is the practice of creating stories that unfold on multiple platforms. In other words, what we will ask you to do during your 3 years of studies is to create a story world, made a list of 3 different narratives, of 3 different stories, that will unfold across multiple platforms. So what I mean here is that perhaps you will do a short film, then you will expand your story into a book, and why not? You will expand it even further into a performance. So if you have questions like how can I approach storytelling in an innovative way to meet the expectations of today's society, well, cross-media in television is then for you. If you're asking yourself how can we make film and TV content that integrate platforms such as printed media, events, mobile media, games and social media, then again, this program is for you. If you're asking yourself, how can I cooperate with the audience? You see, today we're talking about user-generated content. We're talking about terms like participation. The audience want to be included in the production of media. Well, if you're asking yourself, how can I do that? This is the program for you. And finally, if you're asking yourself, how can I make sustainable business models into the innovative media of the future, once again, this program is for you. So what are we teaching you here? Well, as I said before, we're teaching you an array of subjects, practical and theoretical. So the courses range from introduction to cross-media environments, to sound recording, storytelling, script writing, camera work, as well as social media, semiotics of multimedia, and media theories, for example. What have we done so far? Well, in our short history, cross-media is something new, so we have been here for 4 years now with this program. In our short history, we had, for example, a BA level, a project that you can look online. Here in the slides you see the link, Monsters to Clowns, that was done by 4 girls of the average age of 21. And they managed to present the project on the international stage. They managed to be selected at Film Interactive Festival in 2014, and they managed to end up in the 3 finalists. This is only one example. If you look in online, if you look, for example, in YouTube, you will find plenty of examples. I can quote you another few. 0 Point, Null Punkt is another project that we did within this school, and Apteker Melchior as well. So during your studies, we will try to push you to both collaborate with the industry, public service broadcasting, and to send as well your projects to the local festivals and to the international festivals. Well, here there are some examples. And after graduation, if you're asking yourself, okay, what will I be once I graduate? Well, there are a number of positions that you could fill. Among those, I have listed here some. You could be a media strategist and producer. You could be a television executive and producer. So you could work in television, or you could work in the film industry. As a matter of fact, you could be a transmedia producer, as the American Guilds of Producers has recognized since 10 years ago. So this is what cross-media and film and television is. I hope that I have answered your questions. I hope that you understood what the program is about. And if you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. Here there is a telephone number, our email, and there is as well my colleague online currently that is ready to answer your questions. So we now pass the floor to my colleague, Riho Vastrik. So just 1 second, he will be with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Alessandro. As was already said, my name is Riho Vastrik. I am the associate professor in BFM. Currently, I'm mostly involved with the documentary MA program, but starting from next autumn, I will take the responsibility of audiovisual media. We will reform this audiovisual media program a little bit. If somebody is familiar what it used to be, then there will be little changes. We will basically call it generally audiovisual storytelling, but this is anyways BA program which lasts 3 years. Our study language is English, and unfortunately it is also with tuition fee, which is 2,000 euro per semester. And what is the biggest change that we have planned for the next intake is that we will already take in the candidates of the student into 2 specialty modules. One of them is creative skills module, and the other one is technical skills module. Though, as I said, everybody of them will focus on storytelling, audiovisual storytelling, but as you know, in the life there are several roles in filmmaking or TV production, so we will already split you into 2 groups from the first moment. Who belong to the creative skills model? First of all, scriptwriters, directors, editors, and also creative producers. And it doesn't mean that you will specialize only on one of these mentioned directions. It means that everybody who has accepted to the creative skills module will deal with all these specialties that I just mentioned. And on the other hand, there is a technical skills module where we teach cinematography, sound recording and design, also art of lighting, and color grading. So these are 2 different specialty modules, but let's say approximately 80% of the classes are general to both models, and then only 1 day in the week we concentrate only to the specialty models. And meaning creative students will work with their master, and technical students will work with their master, and at the end of the day they make joint assignments together. We of course prefer hands-on experience, though we are academic institution. So we have some theoretical classes as well, but a lot of the effort, a lot of the focus is put to hands-on experience. And since the output of the audiovisual production has become so wide currently, we do not distinguish that much if the story is meant for the cinema theater release or just a cell phone or an ordinary TV set. So we handle it all like audiovisual storytelling. But anyways, every semester is has somehow its own focus. First semester will be factual-based TV storytelling. Then we will concentrate to the mini-series, meaning we develop the framework of the series and also shoot one series, which is anyway short fiction, and on top of it, it all is subordinated to the genre principles, meaning that you can choose what genre you like. You can make a horror movie or science fiction, whatever. So third semester goes with the creative documentary, fourth semester is short fiction, and then fifth, at the beginning of the third year of studies, will be music video, and we also can consider that you already start preparing your thesis film, which can be any of these directions that we have taught during these 2.5 first years. So both creative skills module and technical skills module students form teams that will work with these assignments, and it is based on the competition. So everybody is first pitching their ideas, then the commission selects the strongest idea, and so gradually, step by step, you get the right to develop it further, and the rest of your team is forming the team of production. Our program has already 15 years of experience, and graduates are placed in many important positions in the Baltic media scene. But as everything is in the change, so as I told, we have to be in the change as well. We also will welcome new teachers next autumn. We will have well-known Spanish director Miguel Lanza as a curator of the creative skills module, and Estonian cinematographer Hans-Martin Vahur as a master or curator of the technical skills module. I think this is pretty much everything that I wanted to tell you about our principles of work and these two specialty modules. Here you see our contacts. You're welcome to ask more questions, whether to this address this to the email you see on the screen, or address them right now, because as Alessandro already said, we have our online editor here who will willingly answer all your questions. Thank you for the attention. I will deliver the floor back to Doris.
So now about the admission requirements as well. The deadline, unfortunately for non-EU applicants, the deadline already passed, but still, the deadline for applicants from Turkey, Russia, Ukraine and Georgia is 1st of June, so you can still apply. For EU EEA citizens, the deadline is 1st of July. There are exceptions for Finnish and Latvian citizens who have obtained general secondary education in Finland or in Latvia for bachelor level programs, except now audiovisual media. The deadline for other programs for you is 15th of August. The first step you need to do is to apply online at estonia.dreamapply.com and submit all the required documents there. Then you need to submit the first part of your admission exam. For that, please visit the program webpage, and under the description of the program, you will find what are the admission exams. After that, you need to pay the application fee, which is 80 euros. Some of the countries have also country-specific requirements, so please go and check tlu.ee/country-specific whether your country has some requirement there written or not. In case you're not able to submit your educational documents by the deadlines that I mentioned earlier, please write to our admission specialists. Their email is admissions@tlu.ee, and I'm sure that something can be figured out. After that, you need to prove your English proficiency. You need to have English at least on B2 level to come and study here at Tallinn University. You can prove your English with well-known tests as Jeltsor, TOEFL or PTA, for example. There are exceptions as well. For EU EEA citizens, the exceptions are made for the applicants who have completed their previous studies fully in English. Keep in mind that attested proof from the educational institution is needed. For non-EU EEA citizens, exceptions are made for the applicants who have completed previous studies fully in English in United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, or in EU EEA countries. Once again, attested proof is required. Then you need to wait for the initial feedback from our admission specialists. If everything is okay, you will be contacted regarding the date and time of the interview. No need to come to Estonia for the interview. Everything can be done via Skype. If the documents are okay and you pass the admission exam, you're asked to send by post your application cover from our online system and copies of your educational documents. Copy of a secondary education certificate and transcript of records. Please keep in mind that the translation is requested as well if the documents are not in English. And both of the copies and translations must be attested by a notary. If everything is okay, you will be informed by the positive decision of starting your studies at Tallinn University via our online system. So keep your eye on DreamApply application system. Moving to Estonia. Non-EU EEA citizens have to have a temporary residence permit for study. About the process, how to get it, you will be advised by our admission specialists. For EU EEA citizens, it's a bit easier. You need to obtain the right of temporary residence permit and register yourself as a citizen of Tallinn within 3 months. If you would like to read more about how the process goes, please go politsei.ee/en. The studies start in the first week of September, but keep in mind that the last week of August is the orientation week, which is really important to the international students, because during that week you will get to know all the necessary information about studying here at Tallinn University. Few words about the student life as well. We have here our own student union. Under that, there are different clubs, for example, International Club that organizes events for international students, ESN for exchange students. We have our culture club, sports clubs, photo club here, culture collectives, a symphony orchestra, choirs, and so on. Tallinn University has its own dormitory. Actually, it's just around the corner of our campus. The 2 photos you see here on the slides are taken from Tallinn University dormitory. There are double rooms for the price of 150 euros per month. There's another dormitory pretty close by. Everything actually is close by in Tallinn since it is a small town. G4S dormitory. There are double and single rooms for the price of 205.60 euros and 411.20 euros. And Deco dormitory, also double and single rooms for the price of 150 and 300 euros. Of course, you always have the possibility to rent an apartment by yourself, with your friends, with your course mates, and like in every town, the prices vary a lot. If you would like to see more photos of the dormitories or get to know more info about housing, please visit our webpage, tlu.ee/housing. Our students say that they can handle approximately with 300 up to 500 euros per month. That does not include accommodation. Here are just few examples of the prices. For example, student meals here at the university, 3 up to 7 euros. The public transport is free of charge for the residents of Tallinn. Theatre tickets 12 to 18, concert tickets 8 to 13, and so on. A lot of our applicants ask if they can work during the studies. The answer is yes, you can. but working cannot interfere your studies. You still need to complete the required credit points. But after graduation, you can stay in Estonia for 6 months to look for a job. In case you need any counseling, you can always turn to our Career and Counseling Center. If you would like to get more information about working here in Estonia, you can visit workinestonia.com. Few words about our summer and winter school as well. Summer and winter school offer short courses. The courses last a week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks. The summer school is in July. Actually, the registration for the summer school is still open, so when you go to summerschool.tlu.ee and find a course that interests you, you can still register to the course and join us here during the summertime. The winter school is always in January. Usually 85% of the participants are from foreign countries. Additional to different courses, like language courses, IT courses, creative courses, we also offer a cultural program for the participants. So the participants can go to museums, field trips outside of Tallinn. So if you're interested in summer or winter school, visit the web pages summerschool.tlu.ee and winterschool.tlu.ee. Our main campus. Our main campus is located right in the heart of the city. All the buildings here will have Latin names that represent certain values to the university. The newest additions to the campus are Astra building and Nova building, and actually at the moment we are located in Nova building. If you would like already to look around in our university, you can do it virtually. When you go to virtualtour.tlu.ee, you can step inside to our campus. If you have any questions concerning life here in Estonia, in Tallinn, or about studying at Tallinn University, feel free to turn to our ambassadors. All our English-based programs have their own ambassador there. You can see their contact there and write to them. They're more than happy to answer to your questions. You can find them when you type in tlu.ee/ambassadors. Last but not least, I suggest you to follow us in social media to keep up with our doings. In Facebook, for example, you can find us when you type in Tallinn University. Meanwhile, if you have any questions regarding the admission, feel free to write to our admission specialists at admissions@tlu.ee, and they are more than happy to help you. Thank you for participating and see you already in September.